graduation, he plans to attend college and major in a computer-related field. And senior is number 30, Wesley Medina. Residents were known by parents, Walt and Wayne Medina, and siblings, Walt and Wayne Medina, Demetrius Bergen, Terry Vaughn Cooper, Mary White, and Marissa Mason. When not playing football, Wesley enjoys hanging out with friends and visiting the outer banks. After graduation, Wesley plans to attend college. Number 31 is Alex Holmes. Alex is escorted by parents Ashley and Paul Holmes. If Alex is not playing football, he is probably playing chess, video games, reading, or lifting. You will always remember Friday Night Lights and Fulton's Fair Catch. He plans to enlist in the United States Air Force and ultimately earn a degree in aerospace engineering. Number 52 is Claire Bowgrave. Claire was escorted by parents Chad and Dina Bowgrave. Claire's favorite football memory is being the second ever seventh grader to earn a starting position on the freshman football team. When Claire wants to play his team, he enjoys fishing, hunting, running four-wheelers, watching movies, playing video games, and hanging out with his dogs and friends. In the future, Claire hopes to become a football coach, and he's going to be a good one. The next senior is number 56, Ethan Copper. Ethan is escorted by parents Tom and Ray Copper. In addition to football, Ethan enjoys hunting and fishing.
This is a production of MifflinBroadcasting.com, where over 70 local sporting events a year stream live to your PC, laptop, phone, and tablet.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for Greencastle Anthem Football on the F&M Trust Sports Network or Midtown Broadcasting by PopNewsSportsPage.com. Tonight's contest is brought to you by F&M Trust. If your banking relation feels too distant lately, switch to F&M Trust. F&M Trust is local and makes sure banking is done your way every day. Learn more at FNMTrustonline.com. Member FDIC. Antrim Insurance, your local area insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Franklin County Visitors Bureau. Your great moments are waiting in Franklin County. Let the Franklin County Visitors Bureau help you plan your visit to the beautiful Cumberland Valley. Keystone Ford, fast, fair, and friendly. 301 Walker Road, Chambersburg. Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency serving the tri-state area for 38 years. Shippensburg Physical Therapy, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and specializing in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Greencastle Eye Care Center, a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Greencastle community since 1984. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals. Greencastle Notary Services, serving your vehicle and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. The Sports Page, your news source for Franklin County sports at thesportspage.blog. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue in Chambersburg. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators. Visit Greencastle Representative Jeff Coons at 116 South Antrim Way in Greencastle. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, your full-service catering and events company. Antrim Diesel Services, we're ready to serve all your diesel needs, providing everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in Waynesboro. Let us outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, and so much more. Modernor Pharmacy of St. Thomas and Chambersburg, and McLaughlin's Drugstore of McCollumsburg. And Klein Stores. Visit kleinstores.net for complete tour schedule.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Greencastle Antrim Senior High School. We are at Kelly Field. I'm Greg Gruber along with Rick Lewis, and it is another time for Blue Devil football. It is week number 9, contest between the Mifflin County Huskies and the Greencastle Antrim Blue Devils. Our pregame show is brought to you by Anthony Insurance, your local area insurance agent, serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. A contrast in teams tonight, the Blue Devils looking to salvage the season, and a big upset here tonight on senior night and a 4-game skid, while the Mifflin County Huskies have won 4 straight and 4 line to perhaps win for the very first time a Mid-Penn Colonial Division title, but they can't afford to lose tonight. For the Blue Devils, their opponent looks a lot like, well, West Perry, Waynesboro, even Schulenburg. Mifflin County offense goes through one person with quarterback, 6'2", 175-pound senior Noah Wright. If you're going to win, you have to stop them and stop him. Similar situation in previous games. It sounds like every other game the Blue Devils have played.
Well, it does, and it's an emotional night. It's senior night. We see the 19 seniors being honored right now, so there's always something to play for the Blue Devils seniors. Since the last time you put on the home uniform at Cayley Field, so there, and then we're starting to build momentum already to what does next year look like. What do we want this program to look like moving forward? A first-year coach trying to do some different things. How does that all build? So, an interesting game tonight, Greg.
It is for both teams, as a matter of fact. Mifflin County making that long trip down from, we call Central Pennsylvania. Remember, we're South Central Pennsylvania.
As my wife will tell you, that's the real Central PA.
Yeah, we're not Central PA. There's no doubt about it. They come from Lewistown, which is really, if you're traveling, if you're going to Penn State, instead of making a left at Huntington, you make a right, and you run into Lewistown.
And if I'm correct, it's Lewistown High School and a couple other ones that were up in that area that have merged together.
Right. It used to be Chief Logan High School, and that was, and Lewistown was the city school, more or less. Chief Logan was outside. Before that, there was 2 other schools that combined to go into Chief Logan. So it's been a combination of, they keep building it into one school district. About 6,000 students in comparison to our 3,000 students. Normally a 6A school. They are a 6A school, not normally, but had a rough time of it when they came into football. And football was the only sport they really had a rough time of it in when they came into the Commonwealth Division. I think anybody would have a tough time in the Commonwealth Division.
Well, they also struggled a little bit in basketball, but I think for the most part, from what I understand, it was kind of a package deal with State College coming into the Mid-Penn, and because of their size, there's just not a lot of schools up in that area for them to play.
No.
So the Mid-Penn took them in. It was a package deal. Mifflin County just, I don't think there's any argument that the Commonwealth Division is one of the best divisions in the entire state. Had a little trouble getting their footing there. They've been a good addition to the Colonial. They've been competitive, and I think that helps everybody in the Colonial. As you talked about, Shippensburg, Waynesboro, West Perry, Northern, and Mifflin County are all still alive for the league title.
Oh, it is an amazing thing, and we'll be watching some of the ball games taking place. The big ball game, West Perry and Waynesboro. West Perry still in the thick of things happening at West Perry. That one we'll try to keep you up to date on here tonight. We're going to take a short break right now, come back and talk a little bit more about this one right after these messages on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, and on WRGG at 93.7, and on the web at WRGG.org.
We're a travel team, so we drove back and forth. We're pretty familiar with the
underwear. To kids, it's a funny word. Underinsured. To grown-ups, not so funny. While they're both about coverage, most people don't know they're probably underinsured. It makes sense. They tried to save a few bucks, pressed a few buttons, and click big boom, a policy. But at Erie Insurance, our policies can be tailored to meet your needs with our guaranteed replacement cost coverage. So if the worst happens, you can rebuild your entire home, no matter what it costs. It's the coverage a grown-up like you deserves, at fair prices that often beat the other guys. Talk to Erie about what's right for exactly where you are in life, not over or under where you are. And yes, I just said underwear again.
Your local Erie agent is Antrim Insurance Agency, 717-593-0500.
Guaranteed replacement cost subject to conditions and limitations. Go to erieinsurance.com/Erie Secure Home or talk to your Erie agent for more information. Erie Insurance.
Banking done your way. It's more than just words to F&M Trust. It's a real commitment to you. As a community bank based right here in South Central PA, F&M Trust is more flexible, more responsive, and a lot more satisfying to work with. From fast mobile banking to saving reliably for retirement, F&M Trust really partners with you to help keep your life in sync. That's banking done your way. That's F&M Trust. Learn more at fmtrustonline.com. Member FDIC.
Jerry Maguire, a great movie with a great line. Show me the money! And right now at Keystone Ford, we're showing you the money on trucks and SUVs. For a very limited time, we have 0% APR for 60 months and up to $3,250 cash back on F-150s. The Edge has 0% for 60 months plus $1,500 cash back. The Versatile Escape has 0% for 60 months. This won't last, so go to KeystoneFord.com and find one today. Does this look like Tom Cruise? He's shorter, right?
You are invited to explore the new Franklin County Visitor Center on Route 11 and Route 30 at the grand opening on Saturday, November 24th. The new gateway to Franklin County, located at 15 South Main Street in downtown Chambersburg, was a former bank building from 1865 until 2015. Visitors can tour the facility and explore stories of Franklin County related to World War I, Franklin County bridges, artisans at work, Franklin Fresh, and On the Move. Videos to showcase the county's history, beauty, and culture will be shown in the bank vault. There will be downtown walking tours, plus itineraries and brochures to explore all of Franklin County. The center will open at 10 a.m., at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 7 p.m. 300 years of American history, including 1864, the ransoming, burning, and rebirth of Franklin County will be presented. Save the date, November 24th, Small Business Saturday, for the grand opening of the new Franklin County Visitor Center.
You can count on Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle for all your heating and cooling needs. Same-day service, free estimates, 24-hour emergency services, and free second opinions. Phone 717-597-9900 or visit us online at premierhvacpa.com. Premier HVAC Services of Greencastle, your local heating and air conditioning professionals.
Del Martin Incorporated, a full-service advertising agency, has been serving the tri-state area for 35 years. We specialize in screen printing and embroidered clothing. Del Martin Incorporated supplies a full range of brand-name uniforms for athletic, work, and medical applications, and a full line of advertising essentials. We have an in-house artist ready to put your ideas to work for you. T-shirts for schools, clubs, churches, and events. Del Martin Incorporated, 21 Sarah Susan Lane, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-5751 or online at delprint.com.
Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, with offices in Shippensburg, Greencastle, Waynesboro, and Newville, specializes in orthopedic and sports-related injuries. Our therapists are experts in utilizing the most current therapy techniques, from hands-on manipulation to therapeutic exercise and aquatic therapy. We are a locally owned and operated practice and have a vested interest in the individual patient and community. Shippensburg Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine, online at shippt.com. Phone 717-477-8030.
You may now take the field in performance.
Welcome back to Cayley Field in Greencastle for Blue Devil football. If you're watching on Mid-Penn Broadcasting, you are watching the Greencastle Antrim Middle School band performing here at halftime, or excuse me, at pregame show. The high school band will be performing after the ball game, and of course Mifflin County has brought their band. They will be performing at halftime. A lot of things going on here today. It is a pink out for breast cancer awareness, the relay for education. I was going to say life. Yeah, for education, the race for education. All 600 students from the primary school, not all of them, but most of them will be here at halftime to celebrate that. Of course, we saw senior night going on. So just a lot of activities here going on for the last home game for the Blue Devils this year. Hard to believe we are there, Rick.
It is. It's that time of the year, a little nip in the air, but it is a beautiful fall evening tonight. And this is always just great. This is what makes Greencastle such a special place. The middle school band, like you said, will have a scene out of Braveheart here at halftime when 600 kids storm the field.
Yeah.
And it just makes the community, what it is. So that the students are still out with their pink on, supporting the team. 19 seniors honored, as well as 8 senior cheerleaders. So just a lot of neat things, and the kids have plenty to play for tonight.
Oh, they sure do. A win here tonight would any win here the last 2 nights, the last 2 weeks would do them good. Blue Devils came out ready to play last week, moved the ball well in the first series, stopped Waynesboro in the Indians' first series, but then a series of 3 bad things happened. One, the Waynesboro punt went out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It didn't hit the pylon. The ref said it hit out of bounds, then came back in at the 1-yard line. Second, a motion penalty that moved the punter to the back of the end zone and a short distance to get the punt off. And 3, a block punt. And we might as well throw in the result of that block punt, a safety. And from there, the Blue Devils never recovered, Rick.
Well, and that just happens. I don't care what the sport is. You just call them avalanche games. Once it starts going downhill, you just can't get it going straight again. And unfortunately, that's what happened to the Blue Devils. It just built Waynesboro, and give them credit too. Sometimes the other team makes that happen. Is the block punt, the great punt to get to that. Those are plays that Waynesboro made. So I think it was one of those. Someone was talking to me about it the other day, and I thought they summed it up well. It was a game where Waynesboro played very well. We didn't play very well. When those 2 things happen, you get those lopsided games.
And that it did, and perhaps the worst outing of the year, if you think about it. I mean, even against Chambersburg, they were still in that ball game in the third quarter, but in this one, they were out of it by that series of plays. A couple plays later, they're down 3 scores, and it was over from there.
Well, you were concerned because of the way the Big Spring game ended with 2 seconds left. We lost that one. And were the kids going to be ready to play from the get-go? And I don't know if we were ready to go, but Waynesboro was, and that's where it got out of hand. And kids just have to keep learning. And, you keep saying it, but it's true. Winning's a habit, and doing the small things that lead to that habit are where we need to just keep working.
So tonight, Mifflin County comes in. They have won 4 straight. They're in the thick of things here. They always make districts up there. They're from District 6. There's only like 3 or 4 quad 8 or 6A teams, and they're one of them. So they'll make districts, but they got to go through State College to get out of districts, and that's almost a near impossible task year in and year out.
Well, that's exactly right. State College, I remember talking to the gentleman. We played them in the Mid-Penn basketball tournament this year, and he said to me, we were all complaining from our league that we get a week off between the Mid-Penns and the district games. He had the Mid-Penn basketball playoff. The district finals were next for him, and then he had a month off until state started.
Yeah.
I was like, a month off at that point of the season.
They only have 2 games to get there. So
it's crazy. It's what's the answer? Who knows what the answer is? I'm sure a lot of people have tried to figure out a better system.
Probably the best system we have is what it is right now, or it's been tweaked enough. So, well, Rick, here's the question tonight. We've said this every ball game going into it. Is it a winnable game? And that's the question here tonight.
And again, I think the answer is yes. I really do. I think emotionally the kids should be really involved and really engaged. A little bit different team than some of the teams we've been playing. Expect a lot of smash mouth from Mifflin County. In those type of games, they're usually they're going to keep you around as much as you're going to keep. It's not going to be the big plays.
Right.
So if you're going to be a couple ifs here. If we get good play from Max McDowell, which we've been, he was off a little bit the other day, but if he can play like he's capable of playing, if the defense can just not give up the big play and keep you in the game and give yourself a chance to win in the fourth quarter, yes, it's a very winnable game.
Well, we'll see what happens. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back on the F&M Trust Sports Network on MidPennBroadcasting.com, the sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7 FM, and WRGG.org.
Let Olympian Athletics in downtown Waynesboro outfit your team with uniforms, warm-ups, hats, spirit wear, and more. Olympian Athletics offers all types of clothing and accessories, from traditional to fashion to uniforms and workwear. We do screen printing, embroidery, and digital design, individual and team trophies for any event. Olympian Athletics, 55 West Main Street in downtown Waynesboro, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 5.
Greencastle Eye Care Center has been the area's premier eye care provider since 1984. Dr. Sandra Fink-Freeman and Dr. Charlie Parsons provide comprehensive eye exams, including medical eye exams and contact lens fittings for patients from age 1 to over 100. The office has a complete optical department with a wide variety of frames for adults and children. Conveniently located in the John Grove Medical Center off Exit 5 along I-81, Greencastle Eye Care Center is your family eye care provider. Always accepting new patients. Call us at 717-597-7708.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Turn your house into a home at Franklin Hardware and Pet Center. We specialize in pet supplies, lawn care, and hunting, camping, and fishing supplies. Franklin Hardware and Pet Center, 1975 Philadelphia Avenue, Chambersburg. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Phone 717-263-2624. When it comes to choosing a venue and caterer for your special day, choose Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering to ensure your event is perfect in every way. Free tastings are available prior to planning your celebration, and you'll reap the benefits of 25 years of experience from our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Your perfect venue for weddings, banquets, receptions, birthdays, and corporate events. Blue Heron is constantly upgrading facilities to better serve our community. Check out our great Google reviews. Phone 717-830-2261. Blue Heron Events from Scratch Catering, 407 South Washington Street, Greencastle.
Antrim Diesel is ready to serve all your diesel needs. We provide everything from state inspections to complete repair of diesel-powered vehicles. We offer repairs for commercial trucks, industrial passenger cars, agriculture, marine, and light trucks. Richard Price and his staff have been providing quality service, competitive pricing, and valued customer care for over 25 years. Antrim Diesel, 47 Commerce Avenue, Greencastle. Phone 717-597-7963.
Kickoff for this ball game just moments away here at Cayley Field. Mifflin County has won the toss, and I think they did, but they gave the ball to Greencastle. They're going to trust their defense a little bit here, so Greencastle will receive to open up the ball game, and I got a feeling we're going to start this one early again, Rick, because it's only 6:56. And they like to get games started early here for this one. It's
unbelievable with how much stuff they
have
going on early.
I agree with you 100%. Listen, if I didn't live in Greencastle, I might move to Lewistown. They have not one, but 2 radio stations here tonight covering the game for them. You got to love that. Community radio at its best. I walked in and said, are you guys all together? Because they had two different sets of equipment. They said, nope, we're two different radio stations, and we all cover the football game. So, yeah, and they said they're about the only ones up in that area that does it. And I said, well, guess what? We are too. We're happy to do so. We're going to get this one started a little early. It's not necessarily unusual for us to do that, but we will tell you the pregame show has been brought to you by Antrim Insurance, your local Erie insurance agent serving Greencastle, Waynesboro, Chambersburg, Mercersburg, and surrounding Pennsylvania and Maryland areas. Antrim Insurance, 169 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, 1685 East Main Street in Waynesboro. So defending the west goal or the east goal is Mifflin County in their white uniforms, purple, I guess, is the color, and purple helmets and purple numbers. And to kick off for the Huskies, Michael Bagorowski, a little short punt, going to be taken at the 20, dropped at the 20, picked up at the 20, and now back on the feet and running up to about the 30-yard line. Not sure who got that, Rick, but it's the Blue Devils' ball. That's what we do know.
Yeah, not the way they wanted to start there. With it looked like Skylar Testerman, one of the seniors who was honored tonight, dropped the kickoff, but was able to pick it up.
So the Blue Devils come out first and 10. Let's see how the offense goes against this ball club from Mifflin County. Big boys up on that defensive line for the Huskies. Huskies is the right terminology to describe them right now. So
they are. Even the kicker was a big boy.
Yeah, yeah. Wing T formation in motion comes one of the wings. That's going to be Mayu. Mayu gets up over the 30 to about the 32-yard line before he's brought down there. So they ran the jet sweep, and Mifflin County was ready for it.
Jacob Krebs, a 6'3", 190-pound linebacker, brought him down. He's also the one who calls the defensive signals in the huddle.
Breaking the huddle, Blue Devils will send Root to the left side, the far side of the field, and Carter to this side. In motion goes Murr. Now they're going to give it to the big fullback, and the fullback goes nowhere. That's Hebert, the ball carrier. And so two things, Rick, I can tell you already. That big defensive line's pretty good, and they're well scouted.
Yes,
yeah,
they
scouted
seem
as well.
to be on top of everything. And, like you said, they're on a 4-game winning streak, so they know what they're doing over there. Actually, last year, I believe they got on a win streak in the middle of the year when they had a coaching change.
They did. They brought in their new head coach, Brent Hartman. He took over. McDowell looking to pass, throws out here, completes it to Hebert coming out of the backfield.
Excellent tackle there by number 41, Trey Kibe, a sophomore linebacker. Excellent open field tackle.
Yeah, that was a little swing pass to the coming out of the backfield, and that's going to bring up a 3-and-out for the Blue Devils. They're going to have to punt it away as the ball will now set at the 39-yard line. So let's see.
Talking to the trainer beforehand, only Trey Wood, number 54, a linebacker for us, is out of the regular rotation. Other than that, we've got everyone back and healthy.
And Root, the punter, is standing back at his 26-yard line. Good snap. Not a very hard rush, so they're setting up the run back. It goes back to the 26-yard line. It is taken at the 26-yard line by Wyatt Henry, and Henry takes it down not too much. Actually, good coverage on the Blue Devils. It will set at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
That's Blaine Ocker.
Blaine Ocker, number 58 on the tackle for the Blue Devils, who are wearing their alternative gray uniforms tonight.
Yes, they're going with that. Gold numbers, still the blue helmets. Some pink out there amongst all the other colors that are there for breast cancer awareness night here. Out of the I formation. Power I. Haven't seen that in a long time. Going to give it to the tailback. He comes straight up the middle and gets about 5 or 6 yards. And now you know why they run that, Rick.
Well, that looked like the old Cedar Cliff Bob Craig Power I.
Well, I remember when I was doing Chambersburg Trojans game with Don Fulmer. We go to Cedar Cliff. Their uniforms looked the same, and they ran the same offense. It was like mirror. 2nd and 2 now facing the Huskies here right off the bat. Noah Wright's their go-to guy. He is their quarterback. 6'2", 175 pounds, and they like to use him in all sorts of different ways.
And that's kind of the trend, Greg. We were seeing that a lot. Versatile quarterbacks who can run and pass.
Now they're going to give it back to Gage Schaefer. He had the ball last time. He gets hit hard. A nice stop at the 43-yard line. It's going to be shy of the first down by about a half a yard.
Well, I think they kind of help us out there anytime they run wide and don't come right at us. That helps with our speed to be able to catch up to those guys. And nice play there by the Blue Devils brings down a third and a little less than 1.
3rd and 1. So I will look for the fullback to maybe get the call here. And he lines up as a straight-up fullback. They break huddle. Right brings them up. They'll work from the left hash mark, going right to left on your radio dial. Fullback gets the call, as we said. He bounces off one, bounces off.
Had him stopped.
They did have him stopped, but they couldn't bring him down. I believe that might be Nathan Poach. It is. He goes to 5'8", 205 pounds, and they get the first down. Well, you're right. They hit him, but they couldn't stop him.
That's pretty low center of gravity to try to hold on to.
Yes, that is. So 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. They'll break huddle, send a receiver to the far side of the field in Julian Jackson, and a wide out to the near side. Everybody else in tight, and they're going to give it to the tailback again. He gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He's still fighting his way down, but finally Gage Schaefer is brought down after a 2-yard pickup on the play.
And this is exactly what we talked about. This is what we expected from Mifflin County. It's going to be very physical, and it's going to be they're going to try to slow bleed you. They're going to just pound you, and eventually maybe throw one over the top. But this is their style.
Yeah, this game could go quick. We're down to 7:53 already. If you're not going to pass the ball very much, that's what's going to occur.
Yep, they go into the huddle, they run the clock down, and they just control it. And, one thing about it is they know who they are.
Right under center, fakes the handoff, gives to the fullback. Fullback to the right side of the line, not quite to the 50-yard line, and they're going to spot forward motion at the 49-yard line. Good stop for the Blue Devils. Yep. Now a critical 3rd and 5.
Well, and the other thing to look out for them, they do run the option. We had a little bit of trouble guarding that against Big Spring, but they do run that, the traditional option where the quarterback goes down the line and either pitches it or keeps it. So let's look to see if they go to that.
Schaefer is their leading runner, comes in with 556 yards and 100 carries, averaging 5.6. Next up then will be the quarterback. They're going to go rolling out, looking to pass, fires downfield, has a wide open man at the 35-yard line, and the pass is complete to Julian Jackson, a 6'1", 155-pound senior, for the first down.
And that was a nice thrown ball by Noah Wright. Had time, rolled out, put it right on him. As you said, he was pretty open, but good throw.
I tell you what, we've seen some great quarterbacks in the conference this year. And I was talking to Vern McCulley on the McCulley Report on Thursday on WRGG. And, if you had to pick who's the best quarterback in the league, I don't know that I can do that per se. There's a lot of good ones this year.
The Colonial Division just keeps getting better and better in everything.
This is Gage again up the middle. He gets stopped after about a 4-yard pickup. So they keep barreling away, Rick, just up the middle.
Yep, just body blows. They're going to throw when they have to. There's an injury now, number 51 for Mifflin County.
He's
Gage Henry, a sophomore, 6'1", 210-pound lineman. He is down, started to get up, looks like his ankle.
It does. Well, a logjam at the top of the Mid-Penn Conference. As we mentioned, a lot of teams still in the running today. And the one game that plays a role, obviously this game plays a role because Mifflin County has to win, but also the Waynesboro, who's technically maybe with 2 losses out of it, but they play West Perry, who has 1 loss, and but Waynesboro is capable of beating West Perry.
I tell you what, the way they played, and as good as Jay Alvarez is playing at quarterback right now, an outstanding athlete, they're capable of beating anybody.
Now, according to Vern McCulley, that was Alvarez's all-out best game of the season last week. But he did play well.
He did play well, and maybe, he hasn't played quarterback very much. Last year he was a wide receiver. So, he may be getting more comfortable as well. So, I know one thing. When you're a good he's not just a good athlete. When you're a great athlete like that, you can usually figure things out pretty quick.
Yeah, and he did against Greencastle last week, that's for sure. A lot of he didn't throw much coming into the ball game, but he could sling it. I formation, wideouts, both left and right. Everybody else in tight, double tight end alignment. And they're going to give the ball to Schaefer again. Schaefer still on his feet at the 20, at the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown. Mifflin County, 31-yard run from the tailback Schaefer.
Yeah, and that's what we can't give up, Greg. We've talked about that all year. Unfortunately, the big long runs. I was just getting ready to say Greencastle has to stay patient. Even though they're giving up yards, they can't give up the big play, and unfortunately there, Mifflin County broke a long one.
So they score at the 6:02 mark.
Because this is not a team you want to get behind early.
No, you can't afford to do that. They will send in to do the kicking chores. Well, that's it looks like Borowski has switched numbers from 54 to 57. Kick is blocked by the Blue Devils, so that's a positive takeaway from this one. But with that in mind, it is a 6-0 lead for the ball club from Mifflin County as they score on that one. Let's see, that was an 8-play, 66-yard drive, and it was capped by the 31-yard run from Schaefer, and the extra kick was blocked. And hopefully that will come back to play a role in this one. They took, Rick, 3 minutes and 59 seconds off the clock to get that drive.
Yeah, and unfortunately that long run, like we said, they're going to shorten the game for you. So you just have to make, it's easier said up here. They're not running at you, and the big guys aren't blocking you, but they're just going to have to come up with some stops defensively. And I think what's important here, Greg, is not necessarily even to score. They've got to flip the field. They've got to give their defense a little bit of rest, because you can very easily see the size difference that we have here. And if they're going to get beat on and the defense is going to be out in the field for a long time, that does not bode well for the Blue Devils.
This is Benjamin Yingling kicking off this time. He's going to send it to the right sideline, and it will go out of bounds, and that'll be the first flag of the ball game. So Greencastle will get the ball at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for them. They started the last drive at the 30-yard line, so same field position for them. 6:02 up on the clock, nothing taken off on that one. Blue Devils trot out the offense for the second offensive series, and they start from the middle of the field. They're moving left to right here from the high school to the primary school, from west to east on your radio dial.
Just need to put a couple first downs together. Get your feet, just so what happened last week doesn't happen again, where you just get behind too much and then you've got to get really out of your game plan.
Split receivers on both sides of the field. They'll run from the wing back position, and the first man through is going to be the tailback, and that is Tony Mayu with a nice run to the right side of the line up to the 41-yard line and a 6-yard pickup. Mayu comes into the ball game with 179 yards on 41 carries. He missed a few games after the Hanover game due to an eye injury, but he's just a sophomore. Same alignment, the wing T formation. They're going to send Mayu in motion, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. They read that well. 3 white jersey over Max McDowell, and he goes down after a 1-yard pickup to the 42-yard line.
So made on the play by number 7, Jacob Cribbs.
Bring up about a 3rd and 4, Greg.
McDowell coming in with, he is the leading rusher on the team, 314 yards. He has passed for 1,044 yards so far this season. 52% completion rate. Not bad, 71 of 137. Even McDowell has played well.
He's played very well.
He's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and the league has a lot of good quarterbacks. Here comes the big unit in. They're going to with Medina, and he's going to get up to close to that first down marker, but it's going to be short by a yard. An interesting 4th down call, Rick, because it's very 4th and about a half a foot.
Yeah, and I think they're going for it, and this is, if there's advantage of being 2 and 6, this is it.
This is the advantage.
Exactly.
Right, yeah, well, you got to lose at this point in time. Seriously, you don't mean that in the mean
way.
way.
No, not in a mean way at all,
No.
but you're playing to win the game. You're not playing to keep it close. You're not playing to get to the 4th quarter. You're playing to win the game.
Hebert Medina, the running back, says just going to be a keeper of a McDowell. He gets the yard and 2 to tack onto it for the first down. Very first down of the ball game for the Blue Devils on that run from McDowell. And it goes to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
And that's huge. Get their defense a little bit of a breather here. That'll eat up some more clock. And, this game's moving quick.
It is moving quick. 4-10 up on the board. 6-0 lead for the Huskies.
I don't know if you're Greencastle. I'm sorry, Greg. I don't know if you're Greencastle if you wanted to go much faster.
No.
Just, again, keep it close. Give yourself a chance to win the game.
Mayu finds a gap, and he's running up through the 50 to the 45. Still on his feet, down to the 40-yard line, and he picks up a consecutive first down for the Blue Devils.
And that's exactly what we talked about. A great run by Tony Mayhew. And what he was able to do is just move the sticks again. They flip the field. So worst case scenario, they're going to pin Mifflin County deep. So this has been a positive drive already, no matter what happens.
Still hope that it keeps on going for the Blue Devils, but you're absolutely right. They've done what they wanted to do here. And as you mentioned, more importantly, the defense gets a little break here. Barnes comes to the near side of the field. They'll work from the right hash mark. Then they'll put everybody else in tight into that wing T formation. One lone setback in the backfield. In motion goes Murr on the jet sweep. He gets the call. Tries to go around the outside. It doesn't go anywhere. He dropped the ball, but they able to recover it at the 45. That is a loss of 5 yards right there. Could not get around the corner and no openings up through the line.
No, nowhere to go there. And the Blue Devils are running the ball a little bit more than they've been. They've been coming out throwing a little more in previous games, coming out, establishing the ground game, and it's worked to their benefit. That time now they're a little bit behind the sticks. What, 2nd and 14 we'll call it?
Yes, 2nd and 14. Clock now at 2:54 here in the opening period. Same alignment. In motion goes Mayu. Mayu gets the call, looking for some room. Spins and gets down after about a 2-yard pickup. And so that's going to bring up a 3rd and 12 situation for the Blue Devils.
Well, and that call shows you how committed tonight they are to establishing that running game.
That was, in most situations, this would be a passing situation. We'll see what they come out and do here. Vern McCauley says 3rd and 12. We'll agree with him.
And this might be 2-down territory here.
Well, I think it is for the Blue Devils tonight. He's out of the shotgun, McDowell is. He has 2 receivers left, one to the right, but they're going to give it to Mayu on a little draw play that certainly the Huskies knew was coming. Not a loss, but not a gain. So it's right at the original line of scrimmage. So they went backwards.
We are going to punt it.
No, we're going to put them deep. Root comes in. He's been he too had missed a couple games due to the broken thumb. And he has come back. Been nice to have him back, particularly in the punting role.
What about a fake?
Well, McDowell is the up back who does the blocking for the punter. But it's not going to happen. Good snap, and the punt is off. Little sideways, going to bounce at the 15. Roll Greencastle away inside the 10. Still rolling at don't pick it up, at the 5-yard line. Don't pick it up. Down to the 5-yard line. So talk about flipping the field. That they did.
Yep, so a successful drive is actually one of the coaches is walking over to Schuyler Testament, I think, as he slaps his hand, I could read his lips.
Yeah.
Let it roll.
It's still moving. It's still moving. Yeah.
But no, they accomplished what they wanted to do there, so a good punt by Adam Root.
Out comes the
And he's punted well this year.
Yes, he has. He really has. So Noah Wright has thrown the ball 156 times. He has completed 63 passes for 40%, and he has 1,049 yards to his credit. So both quarterbacks have thrown about the same amount of time, but you wouldn't believe it looking at this offense so far. Out of the I formation, fullback gets the call. He gets a couple yards up on the left side of the line. That is Nathan Pooch. He's a 5'8", 205 fire plug. He's looking at he's gained 320 yards coming into the game, averaging 5.6 yards a carry. He has 4 touchdowns on the season so far. Signal comes in from the bench.
We're under a minute to go already.
Barreling by fast, first quarter.
They're not going to get this play off in time.
He's looking at his watch. There's the upbeat now. There, he got it in. Handoff goes to Schaefer. Schaefer goes right of the line and picks up 3 yards on the carry. Shy of the first down by about 3 yards there, too. Now I'm going to say it again. Big 3rd down coming up.
Big 3rd down. So you wonder now it's 3rd and 2.5 maybe. Will they roll him out again to give him a run pass option?
And that's what they did last time. Right,
down and 3 for the Huskies.
Right is the right size for the quarterback. 6'2", 175 pounds.
A lot of good-looking athletes from Mifflin County.
He's under center, fakes the pitch, now rolls and throws down here and overthrows his intended receiver that time. That coming into the ball game was Jaden Jackson. And so that brings out the punt team for the first time. A 3-and-out for the Blue Devils.
You know, exactly what they wanted to do. They flipped the field. They're going to get the ball back in good position. And this will be the last play of the first quarter. And here we are. We took 1 quarter away. We're right in the ball game, Greg.
Right there, you say. 6-0 score. Mifflin County on top of this one. The punter is right, which is always dangerous when your quarterback is your punter. He's standing at the 1-yard line. They don't have enough.
Also dangerous when you don't have enough guys out there.
No, they only had 10. So now they'll bring one out.
They're going to tell him, just stand here. 3 guys are telling him where to go.
Right just a half a yard to the goal line. Good snap. Rugby kick to the right. Gets a beautiful boot off and taken at the 48-yard line.
Great return.
And a great return. And I was going to say it this way.
Dangerous.
Dangerous return. A dangerous return, but it came out well as Hildebrand takes it down inside the 30-yard line, or right at the 30-yard line, and the first quarter is over. We'll be back on the F&M Trust Sports Network, midpennbroadcasting.com, sportspage.blog, WRGG 93.7, WRGG.org.
Let the proven experts at Greencastle Notary Services handle your vehicle title and tag needs for Pennsylvania and Maryland. Instant registration for Pennsylvania, ATV and boat registration for Pennsylvania only. Greencastle Notary Services can take care of all your vehicle documentation needs. Greencastle Notary Services is conveniently located in downtown Greencastle near the post office at 38 East Baltimore Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 10 to 1. Phone 717-597-3600.
Want a good laugh? Watch those funny insurance ads on TV. Want seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance? Come to the Antrim Insurance Agency, your independent Erie insurance agent with offices in Greencastle and Waynesboro. You'll get a great price that saves you money, unbelievable service, and advice from people you can trust. So talk to us at the Antrim Insurance Agency today, 717-593-0500, or visit AntrimInsurancePA.com.
Welcome back to Kelly Field. Second quarter under play here already. First play out for the Blue Devils, a pass play to Barnes. Barnes gets hit at the line of scrimmage and gets knocked back. No gain on the play, but it is a completed pass. So 2 for 2 tonight for McDowell so far. He's only thrown twice, obviously. Carter goes out to the far side now. That is the short side of the field as he worked from the right hash mark. Hebert, the lone setback in the lineup, and Murr comes in motion. Murr gets the call. He gets a little running room still on his feet as he crosses over the 25 down to the 20-yard line. Going to be close to that first down, but I don't think he got it.
Yeah, real good, strong run there by Ethan Murr. Didn't look like he had much, but wouldn't be brought down.
Now it is 1 yard shy of the first down. They'll mark it that way. Third and a short yardage at the 20-yard line. Blue Devils 1 yard away from the red zone. Now this one, they got to come away with some points, one way or the other.
Yeah, we struggled a little bit kicking, so I would assume we're going to be playing 4-down ball here.
I would think. They have the big guys in the backfield. And speaking of big guy, that is Medina. Finds a big hole.
Oh, he got popped.
Well, he did get popped, but he held on to the football. But he goes inside the 10-yard line, down to the 5-yard line. What a run by Medina.
That was some physical football on both sides. Wesley Medina's done it all year long.
So first and goal now for the Blue Devils. It's at the 6-yard line. They keep, they're going to stay with the big package in there for the Blue Devils with Hebert and Medina in the backfield. McDowell under center. It's Medina again. Medina jumps over the line. Is he in? Nope, he's at the 1 yard line.
He's going to get another crack at it, I think.
Yeah, he is.
If not 2, 3 more.
Yes. Now the Blue Devils have a chance here to tie it up and take the lead. And after the opening drive, the Greencastle 3 and out in the punt. And then it was all Mifflin County as they moved downfield on a 66-yard drive that consumed 8 plays.
He's in.
Is he in?
Yep, touchdown.
Medina gets the touchdown from 1 yard out. And the Blue Devils have tied the score. Quick drive, but they got an excellent field position. Give credit to Hildebrand for taking that punt and returning it down to the 30, setting it up for the 30, setting it up for the Blue Devils.
And before that, Roots punt,
yes.
The defense 3 and out. That's good execution. A lot of things have to happen positive for you to get in the end zone, and that's good football.
Short drive, 5 plays, and 30 yards. They're going to go for 2. McDowell under center.
And they've had success going for 2 this year.
They have. Long snap count from the Blue Devils. Oh, they're going to, and there's a motion penalty. It was a Wildcat snap. Back to I guess McDowell wasn't under center. I apologize. He was. Ooh, we got a break there.
Yeah, we did.
Second penalty for Mifflin County. That's going to be half the distance to the goal line.
Now I think you'll see him just crash right up the middle.
Yeah, nothing fancy here coming. So the ball will be spotted at the 1.5-yard line.
Like you said, that big package, they put Hebert and Medina almost in the up back positions. They go with a diamond, and Max McDowell just follow those two big boys right in.
They're a step behind the line, and they're going to follow Hebert in, and in he goes for the 2 point. He didn't even get knocked down.
Nope.
He gets the 2 point, and the Blue Devils now take an 8-6 lead here in this ball game. 9:37 remaining in the opening half, and it is an 8-6 ball game for the Blue Devils. That, Rick, is what the doctor ordered.
That is just what the doctor orders. Because what happens, Greg, and it's hard to explain, but you're trying to pull an upset. You need positive. You can keep saying, hang in there, hang in there, hang in. Now you can point to the scoreboard and say, don't believe me.
Yeah.
Look, we're right here. We are right here.
2 minutes and 23 seconds off the clock for the Blue Devils to get that drive in. That's compared to the other drive that Mifflin County put together that took almost 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Now the Blue Devils now with the lead. That'll wake up the visitors from Mifflin County, I'm sure. And I'm sure you're a little shock going through the crowd. They have a nice crowd here.
They do, very nice
Very
crowd.
nice crowd considering where they're traveling from.
Well, it is a beautiful night and good following. You got a lot of kids on that team.
Yeah, there is. 59 degrees here at kickoff time. Murr's going to hit the line drive shot down to the center of the field, picked up by the up back at the 15-yard line, and that is right. No, it's not right. That is number 4, Zachary Bickert, the 5'7", 155-pound junior. Bickert is their return specialist, and he has a nice return on it, considering he got it at the 15. He takes it up to the 35-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Yep, and Greencastle, again, because of the style of play Mifflin County, they don't have to force a 3-and-out right away. They just have to do more bend, don't break.
Right.
And make them stay in front. They just can't have the big play.
I formation, H-back to the left, and gives it to that H-back. He comes up the middle, gets a nice little run out of it, and gets about 5 yards on that carry. That is Henry, the ball carrier. Wyatt Henry, he's a 5'6" senior, 145-pounder. So they gather up a chunk of yards on first down, 6 yards. Blue Devils on the road next week. They'll travel to Gettysburg to wrap up the season. Gettysburg's fighting for a playoff berth, so it's a big game for them. But one never knows when you jump leagues how good someone really is.
It is hard to tell.
There's that fake again. Now they're going to go to the fullback. Boy, he ran right into the interior line of the Blue Devils. But he gets up to the 45-yard line, sets up a short yardage situation for Mifflin County.
You know, and again, there's nothing wrong with Mifflin County style by any means. It's been very successful for them. But when you play like that, they're going to help you shorten the game.
Right.
And when you're trying to pull an upset, you want the game. You want less possessions. You want the game to be shorter.
3rd and 1 for the Huskies. 8:26 to go to halftime. 8-6 score. Blue Devils on top of this one. Blue Devils blocked the punt after the Huskies scored. They're giving it to the tailback, straight up the middle. Nothing fancy there, and he gets almost to the 50-yard line, and that will be a first down. So there, as you said before, Rick, you don't have to stop them 3-and-out, but you got to slow them down somewhere along.
And you got to make them work.
Yeah.
You got to make them work. You know, because eventually you're going to stop them. You're going to make them pass, and that's when you got to make a play. But you've got to stay disciplined.
8 minutes remaining in the first half of play.
Break huddle, I formation, wide outs both sides of the field, and a slot to the left. Pitch back now to Schaefer. Schaefer cuts left, goes right, around the side. He has some running room, gets the first down, knocked out of bounds at the approximately 38-yard line. And a nice pickup and a first down for the Huskies. That's back-to-back first downs for them.
Football is at the Blue Devils.
Now the Blue Devils stop them, and give up a big run. That's not a gigantic run, but it's still over 10 yards. Now the ball sits deep in Greencastle territory at the 38.
Yeah, because now they're in a situation where Mifflin County will go for it. You know, it's a 4 down. They can really grind it up. And, again, now they flip the field the other way. So now we've bent. Now we can't break.
Right. Schaefer again, straight up the middle, running room, breaks through the crowd, and finally gets knocked down by the secondary, but not after he gets the third consecutive first down on this drive.
Yeah, and now they're getting chunks.
Right. Marconi in on the stop, but when Marconi's making the stop, he's coming from the safety position. That's not good.
That's exactly right.
Down inside the 30, the 20, at the 24-yard line. Right under center, I formation, receivers both sides. They're going to give it to Schaefer again. Schaefer goes right side this time and knocked down, brought down by Marconi again.
Yeah, he's getting to the second level every single time. They're getting 6-7 yards a chunk now.
Yeah, they're struggling to stop him here. I'm looking out there at number 75 for Mifflin County. 6'5", 315-pound junior Bronson Smith-Price. He's a big boy.
There's a bunch of big ones out there.
Yeah, there are. Slot left, I formation, fullback call. Up the middle, bounces off one, bounces off two. Finally brought down, but not until he gets the first down at the 11-yard line.
And this is Mifflin County style. The clock ticking down. They're just grinding it. And, you know, that's now in the second quarter. How are we going to be able to hold up in the fourth quarter with that kind of pounding?
Yeah, you're right. Clock at 6:05 here, halfway through the second quarter. They'll split the receivers again, and they'll put their slot to the right side. He's actually behind the tight end on the right as they run a double tight end set. Looks like an audible by Wright as he yelled back, and this time he just gives it to the tailback, and he gets dragged down from behind, but he still gets a chunk of yards there, Rick. Another 4 or 5 yards on the play.
Stopping on the play by Wesley Medina.
Medina makes the stop, 4 yards on the carry, 2nd and 6. Well, here's where you need a TO. Not a timeout, but a turnover.
You need a turnover. Good time for a fumbled snap here or something like that.
Primary building of the school. Teachers and PTO volunteers will be there to help you.
Fullback straight up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown. Yes, there's the signal. That is the fullback making the run. Nathan Poach from about 8 yards out. 8-yard run from Pouch, and now they've taken over the lead.
That was too easy, Greg.
That was too easy, Rick. Too easy. They'll probably go for 2 here, trying to even up the scoreboard, as they failed on their first attempt at a kicking, and they are. They're going to work out of the I formation.
Kind of a pistol formation.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty deep pistol, though.
It is. Looking to pass.
Oh, nice play.
No one.
Tyler Twane.
Nobody stopped Twane. In he goes. So, extra point, no good. But they regain the lead. They lead by 4, 5:11 to go, 12-8. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with more football on the F&M Trust Sports Network, MidPennBroadcasting.com, SportsPage.blog, WRGG 93.7.
And are here for the race for education.
I believe educators are taking care of our children's future and deserve to have someone help them take care of theirs. That's why we're here, to help educators protect what they have today with quality, affordable insurance and prepare for tomorrow with a variety of financial solutions. Visit your Greencastle representative, Jeff Coons, at 140 South Antrim Way, Greencastle, or call 717-597-4532. Horace Mann, founded by educators for educators.
Welcome back. After that drive by Mifflin County, that went 9 plays and went 15 and 50 would be 65 yards. 65 yards. The extra point no good, but it is a 12-8 ball game. Kick is high and taken at the 20 by Hildebrand. Up through the middle he goes. He gets it up to about the 37, and another good return for him. And the Blue Devils will take over possession there. This will be their 4th possession of the ball game.
That young man's fearless. He comes up there and he comes 1,000 miles an hour. But back to the play, Tyler Twane made an outstanding play. He was shot out of a cannon and got the sack.
The rescue hose company ambulance.
So that drive, by the way, let's see, 4 minutes and now, yeah, I have that down as 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So taking some time off the clock. Big run from the Blue Devils. Medina barreling through. He's close to the first down on that play. 9 yards on the opening play of this drive. So Blue Devils can keep it going. They have no answer right now for Medina.
They really don't for their whole running game. Obviously Coach McCulley and his staff saw something on film that they thought they could take advantage of running the ball. And, as you said, Max McDowell's 2 for 2, but they've been really gaining a lot of yards, just pounding it away.
Up under center and gives it to Medina again. Medina, he's going to get stopped this time, but yeah, there's the spot coming, and they're going to give him the first down. Both officials coming in for the first down.
Coach Dennis would be proud of his protege.
Oh, he would. So 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. 4:25 up on the clock, and they have all 3 timeouts here. We're in a little panic situation here up in the press box. We've lost the cord to our computer, and it is halfway through the battery, and we're not halfway through the game. McDowell pitch now to Hebert. Hebert gets hit in the backfield, and he can't do anything. They read that one well. The stop is at the 45, a loss of 3 yards.
Well, we were at Waynesboro last, so let's blame it on the Indians for stealing our cord.
Yeah, that had to be it. Just the second tackle for loss in the ball game so far.
I bet you that Derek Knoll got it.
Yeah, he would be the one.
He would.
He would be the one. Yeah. So 2nd and 12. 3:46 clock running, winding down.
From their 45-yard line.
They'll split put a receiver, actually 2 to the right side of the field. McDowell will work out of the gun. Sidecar to his right is Tony Mayu. He gets the call. Tries to come around the side, beats one, now cuts up the middle.
Yeah,
there's a penalty. That's going to be a hold for us.
Tony Mayhew. We do have a penalty.
Actually, not the worst penalty where the spot was, because it was either that or it was going to be a huge loss.
Right. So that'll be a 10-yarder marched against the Blue Devils. Exactly what it is. That is the first penalty of the ball game for the Blue Devils. 2 committed by Mifflin County so far, which is after looking at last week's game when they had at least 10 Indians with 10 penalties, the Blue Devils 5 or 6. They have 3.
It took us 20 minutes to kick extra points.
Yes, that's true.
That was actually declined. Mifflin County declined it because it was still a loss on the play.
So it's not a penalty. So there we go. So 3rd down coming up for the Blue Devils. They are 12 yards short of a first down. Empty set in the backfield. McDowell under center. In motion goes Hebert. He fakes the catch, and McDowell looking to pass. Has time and just throws it into the ground.
Okay, Hebert was in the vicinity.
Okay. Yeah, he was, so it's okay. But he didn't want to get a loss on the play. I don't know that I've ever seen a spike in that situation.
No, I'm not sure what to say about that one. He wasn't really pressured. It just kind of the play started breaking down, and I don't know.
I don't know either. Wyatt Henry back to take the punt at the 25-yard line. Root gets a good snap. No rush. Punt is a beauty. And it's going to move Henry back. He bobbles it at the 15-yard line. Has some people there, and he falls down. A good rush that time coming from Testerman. And he is stopped at the 17-yard line.
Skylar Testerman's been very active in this game on special teams. Real nice tackle there in the open field. There is a penalty flag down.
That's the flag is sitting at the 47-yard line. That would be too bad if it goes against the Blue Devils. Waiting for the referee to make the call. It's going to be a hold against Mifflin County.
So that'll move it back even more. So Mifflin County will be down about their 10-yard line, I believe.
Yep, that is their 3rd penalty of the ball game. We just talked about how clean it was, and then back-to-back plays we've had penalties. I apologize for bringing that up.
Kind of an odd play there by McDowell. The more you think about it, he, as good a runner as he is, you would think worst-case scenario he'd tuck it down, but I'm not sure. Maybe, who knows? You don't know what the play is, or
and you don't know what he's seeing. Yeah,
right. Maybe he was told, "Listen, we don't want any mistake."
1:53 clock stop. 3rd down and 10. Now the Blue Devils have been susceptible to big plays on 3rd down, even in this contest.
Be interesting to see what Mifflin County dials up here, because they've got to be a little concerned, but they don't want to make a big mistake down in this area.
Only the second pass of the ball game for the Huskies. They will put 2 receivers to the right side and 2 to the left, and come out of the shotgun formation with 1 in the backfield. They're going to give it to him. He gets the call, comes off the middle, a little bit of running space, but he's going to be shy of the first down, and it's going to go about 2 yards shy of the first down. That draw play out of the gun worked pretty good.
It sure did. Real quick, Greg, West Perry leads Waynesboro 14-7 after the first quarter.
No surprise to me there. I picked West Perry to win that ball game, particularly up there. So there's the first timeout taken. I believe the Blue Devils might have taken that one, as they would like to get the ball back here with 1:41 in pretty good field position. That's who it is. So that they 2 remaining here.
Chambersburg's down 14-0 to Central Dauphin after first quarter.
No surprise there either. Central Dauphin is certainly one of the powerhouses of that league. The Blue Devils remind you, coming up at halftime, it is the Mifflin County Band, and you're also going to see the Race for Education participants. So it should be a lot of heavy activity here at halftime.
Shippensburg just scored 7-0 early in the first, or it's in the first half against Redland, a conference game for them.
Well, it seemed like we were dropped by our. Comcast dropped. I'll blame it on them. We need to go check that out. We lost the connection, but we're back on audio-wise. But video-wise, we're having a little bit of problem. Our camera operator and chief engineer, Bernie Stanalonis, is taking a look at it right now. Greencastle showed something tricky there that Mifflin County quarterback Wright did not like, so he calls the timeout. Maybe they were going for, I know what they were going. No, I know what it was. They lined up like they were going for it.
Trying to draw them off sides, yeah.
And now they're bringing the punting team in because they had 1 to waste, so that wasn't a bad play for them to think about at that point in time.
Well, and I'm sure that's why Coach McCauley called the timeout to begin with, so they couldn't run any more clock down. So we really didn't lose any time there. Minute 32 left. Great job by the defense.
Yes, it really, really is. They had to give them credit. Just put that phone pot up, and we'll go out of that. Yeah. All you already answered. So all you got to do is the button at the end and push up the volume. Yep. All right. Well, welcome back to Greencastle. We're going to try this a little different way, as we have lost some connection. Do you have the button on at the bottom lit up? Bottom. Yeah, that telephone button should be lit. All right.
Football around his right side.
We have to. I don't know why we wouldn't come through. You have, the last channel. All right. The last channel. You got the button at the bottom is lit, right?
Once again, special thanks to our game day sponsor, Hagerstown Honda and Kia, where they will work hard to make your sales and service experience easy. The team at Hagerstown Honda and Kia
Check 1.
will work hard to get you what you want.
It worked this morning. That's strange. It's not a Q button. You don't have a Q button on or anything.
In Hagerstown, Maryland, thank you for your support. Hagerstown Honda and Kia.
Yeah, the keypad, you should have that already on, or you wouldn't be picking me up at all.
Going to take place on Saturday, January 26, 2019.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you wouldn't be able to hear me at all if it wasn't on. So.
Greencastle Sportsman's Club. You can get your tickets today. Just see any Blue Devil Quarterback Club member.
You have the volume button up, and you have the button on the bottom that's lit, and you have it on program 1 up at the top. And there's nothing coming through. Oh, you're on the handset. That's the problem. You got to answer on that keypad. All right? You got to answer that keypad. I'll call you back, and you answer it on the keypad. No, all right. Check with Dwight. We don't have any cords. We don't have a Dell. Pardon me? I don't know. Are you there? Hello? Are you there?
Interception results in a touchback. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Mifflin County from their 20-yard line.
All right, I'm going to call again. Something's not right.